Alright, next up on a Pasketti around the world, we're gonna poach the egg. Have you ever been to a nice restaurant? One where you sat down and the waiter came over and put the napkin in your lap. And then you ordered your brunch or your breakfast. And they brought that beautiful looking asparagus and the bacon. And then those little English muffins with the circular egg on top covered in the sauce. And you said, man, how did it get those eggs like that? The egg is all circular, but it didn't get fried. It's all perfect on the outside without any black or brown. Well, I'll tell you, what they did was they poached it. So, we're going to show everybody here how to poach an egg, because poaching an egg is actually not that difficult. It's quite simple. So the first thing you're going to need is a pot of water. Now that pot of water needs to be pretty hot. I'd say about what did they say, 100 degrees Celsius when the water boils? Yes, that to do it. So you get it a little bit boiling. Oh, and the other ingredient, obviously, the egg. So you're going to probably want to do 1 or 2 eggs. And one last thing, we have vinegar. You need to put a little bit of vinegar in here, maybe about a tablespoon. Tablespoon, yeah, about a tablespoon. So, first things first, we get the water nice and boiling, right? It's going pretty good. But we don't want him boiling, because if it boils, he's going to make the egg very angry when it goes in the pot. So, we're going to turn the heat down a little bit. Next, we're going to take our egg, we're going to put it in a cup. Got the egg in the cup, got the water on the boil, we are ready for business. So, water looks pretty hot, eh? I think it does. Very important part of the process here. So we got our water on the boil. It was boiling. We turned it down. It's no longer boiling, but it's very hot. Now we got to get the good look in the tornado going here with the water. Make it like a big maelstrom with the water moving all around the outside of the pot. And then you have a nice little cone in the center. Get them stirring real good. Real good. This is very important. And then we let it go. We got a nice looking little swirl here. And then we just dump the egg in, just like that. And what do you know? Look at that. The swirling of the water makes all the white come back around the yolk. Now we turn the heat back up a touch. Teeny bit. And now we play the waiting game. So our little egg there is going to have a great time in the hot, boiling, horrible water that's cooking him alive. And in the meantime, we will go ahead and get ourselves a spoon, a slotted spoon. Now the slotted spoon will be used to scoop out the egg from the pot, put it into the spoon, and then put the egg from the spoon onto the plate. Quite simple. In the meantime, I can tell you all a story. Actually, I won't be telling you a story, because this egg's almost done. The longer it sits in the water, the more it's going to cook. In case you didn't notice, that's kind of how cooking goes. The more heat you put onto a food, the more cooked it gets. They could have just called it heat instead of cook. Said, I want to heat some food. But no, they decided to say cook. Don't know who came up with that idea. Seems kind of pointless in my mind. Little duplicative. That's a good looking poached egg right there, if I do say so myself. Now what you could do as it's going is you could kind of move it around a little bit if you're feeling ballsy. Because you see how we have this sort of little nice looking flat part of the white, and then the yolk sort of sits there in the center. If you continue to stir the water slightly, it should go. But otherwise, we have ourselves, oh, no, he ain't done yet. We need to cook him a little bit more. Turn it to. I do have some coffee here. So, long story short, the key to having a beautiful poached egg is the swirling of the water. If the water is swirling, then when the egg goes in, it will bring the whites back around the yolk, and you will have it not go to pieces in your pan, which would suck. because then you just keep doing that until you run out of eggs and you never have a poached one. This looks appropriate. All right. Let's put him on the plate. And then I will show you how to present this egg. He poached kind of. Yeah, look at that. Well, he is poached though. So normally what you do is all the little itty bitty wisps that have stuck around, like this puppy right here, we're just going to go ahead and use our cuticle knife and remove him. Perfect. Then you put that right there on top of your English muffin, and then you put the asparagus on top and it's a done deal. All right, thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.